What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Arie here, and today I want to talk about 3 of the biggest dropshipping beginner mistakes that I made when I was just starting out. Now, some of these are not just when I was starting out, so make sure you pay attention even if you're not a beginner. And I also have a special announcement at the end that I definitely think you don't want to miss. But here's the thing, guys, I learn best from my mistakes. Every time I make a mistake, I obviously get super sad about it, but then I reflect and I learn how to avoid that mistake in the future. And one of the best things that you can do as a beginner is actually listen to people's mistakes to see exactly how it is that you can avoid them. But anyways, like I said, you will make mistakes along the way. It's how you get through them that really defines, your success. But anyways, guys, let's just hop right into it. The first mistake that I made that you should definitely avoid is not doing the proper research when it comes to paid advertising. Now, the reason I say that is because, of course, most beginners, when they start dropshipping or an e-commerce store, right away they want to hop into paid advertising, right? And that makes sense. But here's the thing, when it comes to paid advertising, you will need to invest a significant amount of money, especially if you don't know what you're doing, right? That was the case for me. I found out about dropshipping, and then as soon as I did, I launched a store. I took action right away, which was a good thing. It was actually like a fitness apparel store. And what I did is I created my Facebook Business Manager, and I started running paid advertising. Obviously, I heard that you needed traffic on your store to make sales, so I started by running traffic campaigns instead of like website conversion, which obviously is a huge mistake. Traffic campaigns are basically worthless when it comes to actually getting conversions. And I was spending like 20 bucks a day per ad set. I had a couple campaigns at like $50 a day because I would see that I was driving a significant amount of traffic. I was getting like 300 to 500 visitors a day, and I was like, man, this is awesome, right? Somebody's bound to buy something. And little did I know, like $800 to $1,000 later, nobody still bought anything. All of that went to waste, and yeah, I was left pretty sad about that because at the time, that was basically like a lot of the money that I had saved up. So I was really bummed out, and I really want you to avoid that. Make sure that you do proper research on how to run Facebook ads before you do it. This applies to a lot of other businesses too. Like, let's say, trading stocks. Make sure, for example, you do the proper research and you paper trade, which is like simulation trading, before you actually do the real thing. And obviously, there's not like a simulation Facebook ad runner or anything, but what I mean is, play around with the business manager. Make sure you get comfortable with it. See how other people are managing their ads through YouTube. Google how people are managing their ads. There's tons of articles on this type of stuff. And this way, you'll be more educated on it, so that when you do decide to run paid ads, you at least know kind of what it entails and how much money you're going to need to spend. I also, and a quick practical tip in regards to that as well, don't spend more than like $10 a day per ad set, especially if you're a beginner. I mean, if you're advanced or when you're running lookalikes and when you're scaling, then of course, spend whatever you want. You can spend $20, $50, $100 a day on an ad set. But if you're just beginning, I'd say $5 to $10 a day is going to be your sweet spot, just because that way you don't spend a ton of money super quickly, and you can actually still get some significant results. Now, the next big mistake that I made that you should 100% avoid is I actually used to sell Trademark products. So if you look at probably one of my first, I'm really sorry. Oh, $50 sale, that's nice. And what's nicer about that sale is that product is actually shipped from the United States with 2-day shipping. So those customers are definitely happy. By the way, drop a like for 2-day shipping. I'll be talking about that in a video real shortly, so that you can understand more about exactly like what I'm doing right now with my hybrid store, because it's really cool. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, but anyways, I started selling Trademark products when I started dropshipping, which was a bad idea. I mean, obviously, that's kind of the only thing. I didn't know about passion niches, so I was like, okay, let me see where can I find a cool product? So I went on AliExpress, found some like Star Wars stuff, some like Avengers things, just a lot of different cool products that I personally thought were really cool. And I started selling them. And even though I did see like a little bit of success, it wasn't anything too significant. What happened was Shopify payments, kind of banned me from their payment processor, and then Stripe did the same thing, and then PayPal did the same thing afterwards. So we basically got screwed from all angles. But nevertheless, we still learned a lot through that store. We used to do a lot of really creative things with it, since we even couldn't run Facebook ads. Facebook ads even banned us. which I don't even know if they actually ban people anymore for trademark products, but at the time we did get banned for it, and it was really unfortunate. So yeah, don't sell trademark products. I know it's tempting, you know, like there's so many trends with trademarks like Game of Thrones and Avengers, all these things, but trust me, it's not worth it. You're most likely not going to get sued or anything. If you're just beginning, of course, if you take it to the next level and start doing like significant numbers with it, then you could definitely get sued. But at the very beginning, the worst that's going to happen is you're just going to get trapped from all angles and you're not going to be able to move forward, which would mean that you wasted a lot of time, and you don't want to waste time. And just kind of like a little extra tip in regards to that is look for problem-solving products. That's one thing that, like I said, it took me forever to really start like realizing what type of problems certain products solve and how it would be much easier to see success with that than otherwise. So make sure that you're looking for problem-solving products. I have plenty of videos on these. My most recent videos actually dive really deep into these sort of topics and these sort of products. So make sure that you check those out, of course, and drop a like if you saw those videos and liked them. Make sure that you're looking for problem solvers. These are going to be the easiest way for a beginner to succeed. A lot of, the bigger the problem, the more mass appeal the product will have, which means the more that you can scale it, the more chances you have of actually getting sales. But of course, your marketing has to be on point. Make sure your website looks decent, presentable, and make sure that your marketing skills are up to par. Don't talk about the features of the product. Like, don't talk about the cool colors you have available, or how it's like waterproof. Don't talk about those things. Talk about how it's gonna make someone's life easier, how it's gonna save them money, how it's gonna make them more confident, how it's gonna fix their posture, it's gonna improve their health. These sort of things have emotional pulls, whereas features, it's kind of just like the cherry on top, But anyways, guys, moving on to the last tip here, and this one is a little bit more advanced. It's not necessarily a beginner tip, but it is, it's important for everyone to know this. One of the biggest mistakes I made when I first started finding some success with Facebook ads is I didn't keep testing new ad sets. And if you don't know what an ad set is, it's basically where you choose your targeting, for your ad. Whenever you're running a Facebook ad campaign, you have your campaign, and then you have ad sets within that campaign, and then you have ads within those ad sets. But anyways, I stopped testing new ad sets. So as soon as I saw some success, I just kind of left them there. Maybe I increased the budget of some of them. Maybe I duplicated some of them. And that's great. Those are all things that you should do to scale. But one of the biggest things you should do to scale is continue to test new ad sets. So what I mean by that, so for example, let's say that you tested 5 ad sets, so they're all ad sets in, makeup related ad sets. What you should do next is keep testing more makeup related ad sets, some different ones. Maybe go on Google, look up some new brands that you didn't know about that were in the makeup space, maybe some smaller brands or some bigger brands. Then maybe look up things related to makeup and create ad sets based on that. Stuff like that, right? You always have to keep testing, and people always say, you have to test. And it's true. You have to test a lot of different variables in order to find what's working best. For the most part, it seems like Facebook nowadays works better with broader audiences, but not too broad. I mean, it's kind of subjective. I've had audiences, honestly, like up to like 100 million performing just like outperforming my like 10 million people audiences. So it's really subjective, and it really is all about testing. Make sure you test a little bit of everything. And if you do that, you'll always have new ad sets that you're finding that are making you sales, profitable sales, and then you can scale those individual ad sets alone, right? So just make sure that you do that. That's a great scaling tip, even for beginners. Just never stop creating new ad sets, whether it be new lookalikes, whether it be, new interest targeting, whatever it is. Make sure that you don't stop doing that, because that's what got you the initial sales in the first place. So that's what you have to keep doubling down on. Now guys, the last thing I want to do on this video is make sure that you give me a like. Just kidding, but actually if you could do that, that'd be pretty dope. I wanted to announce that I've been actually working on the new course content for my course, which is called the E-Commerce Circle. And one of the new presentations I made is called Branded Dropshipping. And I titled it Branding Dropshipping, a Blue Ocean Approach to E-Commerce. And the reason why I titled it that is because, as you saw just now, I swear to God, that was not planned, but that sale that came in, that 2-day shipping sale that came in, that's basically a part of the branded dropshipping, methods that I want to start teaching, especially for my course students. Of course, I mention this stuff all the time for you guys, but if you are in the e-commerce circle, you will be seeing some new presentations on that, because it's really exciting. I think this is literally the future of dropshipping. So basically what I'm doing is using the dropshipping business model as a revolutionary way to ship and expand my product line really quickly, like beyond what any other brand can do, right? And then of course, private label and bring those products to the US while still maintaining a close connection with Chinese suppliers. Anyways, I cover that really in depth in those presentations, but what I wanted to say is that my course is actually currently closed. So the e-commerce circle is closed. It's been closed for almost a month now. So I haven't been accepting any new enrollments or anything, but I will be relaunching it in less than a month, and you definitely want to be on the wait list, guys. The price is going to be a lot lower for the people that sign up for the wait list. There's limited spots for those discounted prices, so I highly advise that you join that wait list. It's going to be the first link in the description. It's free to join. All you have to do is sign up with your email, and I promise you that I'm not going to spam you with emails. I will literally just announce the release like a week in advance just so that you don't forget. And I will be also doing a live stream here on YouTube, but like I said, the people on the wait list always get the discounted spots first. So yeah, guys, I'm really excited to release this stuff. This is information I've been working on for like literally all of this year. And this is just the key to getting to, drop shipping successfully and profitably, but also getting satisfied customers, which, as you know, that's the key to longevity. If you have happy customers, you have a legit business, and this is what we want, right? We want to have a business for the next 2 years that generates, income for us for years to come. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm really excited about this stuff. Make sure that you subscribe and drop a like for all this branded dropshipping stuff. And with that being said, make sure you check out some of my other videos right here. They'll be popping up pretty soon or something. But yeah, with that being said, guys, I'll be seeing you in my next video. Peace out.
Like he's on my feet, keep my cipher complete like